hi, how are you? This is my first time giving this conference in English, so I'm very excited and sorry if I mislead some words. But before we start talking about our subject, I would like to introduce you to my country because one of the main questions I have given by the day I came to Turkey was, where is El Salvador? Where is El Salvador? Is it near South America? But no, it's almost near, it's in Central America. It's near Guatemala and Mexico. It's a very small country. But we are the land of volcanoes, coffee, and surf. It's amazing, right? We are, according to UN Tourism, we are the second country that's been growing, fast growing since COVID on tourism. Some facts about our country is that we're located in the heart of Central America between Guatemala and Honduras. It's very small. I mean, it's 21,000 kilometers. It's the smallest country in the continental of America. Our population is over 6.3 million people and more than 20 volcanoes and lush green mountains. It's a country that's been recognized for world-class surfing awards, winning coffee and rich cultural heritage. I mean, right now, all of the tournaments of surf, it's been handling there in El Salvador. We have a lot of tourism back there. But one of the main things that we've been known for is that it used to be one of the violent countries in the whole world because we were ruled by gang members. We used to be ruled by gang members, so we didn't have the chance to enjoy public spaces. We didn't know what was like to go to the park. We didn't know what it was like to walk freely in the streets the way we've been walking here. But things have been changing thanks to our president, Nayib Bukele. He managed to start working on security because he understood that in order to make the economy grow, the tourism grow, we need to feel safe, and he needed to make people feel safe again. So he started working on the security. Then he started the strategy of Surf City, and right now we're positioning on the entire surf tournament. And he had a good handling of COVID, so that let us recover our economy faster. Then he managed to start using Bitcoin as a strategy too. And right now we have Bitcoin City, and we have a lot of Bitcoiners that have been investing in El Salvador. And then we started modernizing infrastructure because it was kind of an old country. And then he took the time to understood that we need to make a strategy in order to make the historic center again for tourism and living. Okay, so this was our reality. I mean, this was our reality a few years ago, not a long. I mean, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Our public plazas were like that. I mean, this is our main plaza, and it used to be taken by informal sellers, by gang members, and we didn't have the chance to go out as we saw on our last presentation. We didn't know what our kids weren't able to play on the streets. What was happening is that over the 70% of public spaces were occupied by informal commerce. Later became the epicenter of violence and criminal control. I mean, if the country was one of the most violent country in the world, this place used to be the most violent ever. This is the map of homicides that were reported to the police in a really small portion of the country and city. That was a huge thing to deal with. But the turning point was that we were thinking about giving back to citizens again, the streets. So we started working in a lot of a strategy to take informal sellers to the street and put them in the market again. But the main problem was that all the markets were taken by gang members too as well. So that was a huge problem that we needed to solve. And once we solved it, that was the main plaza that you saw before that had a lot of structures. Right now, We have a really good national security strategy. Right now, actually, El Salvador is one of the safest countries in America. Yes, and not saying by me, I mean, it's said by newspapers. We don't have homicide right now because the strategy was very tough at first, but we needed that. So right now, there are no gang members in the streets. We can do a lot of things. I will show you a lot of pictures right now. Public spaces recovery, and we organize clearing of informal structures. We relocate the vendors to municipal markets. We did restorations of heritage buildings and public plazas. Tourism and culture were engines for economy, growing gastronomic and hotel offer along with music, art, sports events, and culture festivals. Right now we have a very strong governance in the historic center because the government created an institution for integrating planning and management. And right now we're implementing smart city tools, such as the digital one-stop shop for new investments and data-driven decisions. This is our new reality. This is the spaces that you saw that were taken by informal sellers and gang members. Right now, the city's heart is starting to beat again. We have recovered the historic nodes that foster social cohesion and urban transformation. That this is an amazing milestone in urban recovery and public spaces revitalizations. As you can see, we had a lot of structures. Then we get the chance to revitalize the plaza. These are some of our milestones in other areas of the historic center. And this is our new dynamic. I mean, a new social and cultural dynamic is in the historic center. Public spaces have become living stages of culture and coexistence where citizens once again share the heartbeat of the city, improving quality of life, rebuilding trust, and inspiring pride and belonging. So this is a living proof that public spaces really matters. Right now, you can see this every weekend, activities, the community is getting involved, people is getting involved. We have a lot of visitors right now. I mean, in last week was a vacation of Honduras. That's a country that's next to our country, and we received 30,000 people. Now we do Christmas Village. Actually, our Christmas Village was on the top 10 Christmas Village to visit by Times Square. This is some of our traditions, religious traditions. This is another religious traditions. I mean, even though it was raining, people were with their umbrellas, getting together. We do concerts right now. We do a music festival that had a lot of artists that won prizes and awards. And the most important is that our children are now enjoying the public spaces and are enjoying our country the way we didn't get the chance to enjoy. We're also working on urban connectivity of parks and plazas. Cuscatlan Park is one of the biggest parks that we have right now in San Salvador, and it's connecting with some plazas that have been restored. And just to get to know you a little bit of the Historic Center Authority, in 2023, through a legislative decree, a special development zone was established in the Historic Center, declared as a tourist, cultural, and development zone. At the heart of the Historic Center's transformation is the creation of the Historic Center Authority. I'm the general director there, El Salvador's first destination management institution that is autonomous and is attached to the Minister of Tourism. Our mission is to protect, preserve, and regulate everything that happens in that area. One of our holistic public management is that we can do the regulation in that area. So everything the permissions go faster because of the one-stop shop, and we have a lot of work in interinstitutional and territorial coordination. And now this is part of our new reality. A lot of new investments have come, new hotels such as Marriott, things that we didn't get the chance to dream before. Our economy is growing. We are making more spaces for younger generations to work as well. Right now, the historic center is the second destination most visited in the country. We had over 2.5 million visitors by December because of the Christmas Village. Last year, we had over 1.4 million foreign tourism in a place that didn't have none. I mean, it wasn't secure for people to go. And as a government, we've been investing a lot on revitalization of the public spaces and the urban equipment. And 7 lessons learned from this case that I was thinking about when I did the presentation is that number 1, we need to start with public spaces because they are visible, they are inclusive, and they can change and build more trust. And the second is when people feel safe, they return to the streets. Businesses reopen and investors believe again. The number 3 is that a shared vision and an ongoing dialogue with local actors were the key to achieve everything that we've built. Then it's that governance matters. One institution must coordinate and sustain transformation through integrated and digital management tools. Tourism and culture and the local economy drive regeneration. The number 6 is that partnerships multiply impact. I mean, public plus private plus community collaboration has been the key. And the second is that a well-managed public space attracts private investment, creating a virtual circle of cohesion and regeneration. And thank you.